don't know. I'm just saying, I've been married 40 years and 8 months. And out of those 40 years and 8 months, we, meaning my wife and I, have lived just us alone in a place. Just 3 years and 4 months out of that entire time. And don't get me wrong, I'm not. I will always open up my house, my home, my tent, whatever I have, to who anybody that might need it, right? So, uh, any family member who needs a helping hand, I never try to hurt anybody's feelings. The things I say, sure I say things in anger that happens, but I never try to hurt anybody if I can help it. Life just has a way of putting you in situations where you just hurt the ones you love. That's what happens. So I'm making a move. My wife's only 8 months away from retirement, Social Security retirement. So I'm giving away her age. She's going to shoot me for that one. And watch out, I'm telling you, she's not going to be happy. But people, I ain't got long on this earth. I'm not in the best of shape. Y'all know me. The ones you know me from a long time ago. I was always that husky kid. Heart disease, diabetes, AFib, gout, neuropathy, hydrocele, hernias. I mean, so been fighting this disability thing for 3 years now, since December 31st of 21. So I try to talk to the children, try to help them understand. I've tried to listen. I never had a manual. I never had a guide. I just had what my parents gave me, and that's what I tried to give them. In my own way, because we all add to that user guide, right? We become parents. We add to the user guide as a constantly changing literature. So I'm going to move out of this apartment. I've been there 16 years. I don't know if y'all knew they found mold in the original apartment. It's a big hassle. They tried to screw me, and then what I believe to be harassment or vengeance or wrath of whoever that apartment manager was. It was just there for 2 years. I found myself in a situation where we changed apartments, but I kept it at the same rate, thank the Lord. But I mean, people, uh, it's time to go. We moved into that new apartment, and I've been telling everybody, there's bad mojo in there. What that means, you take it for what that's worth. But I feel driven to do this, and a couple of my closest friends, I borrowed a few money from family. I borrowed money from, but they I got a big fat check coming when I do get this disability, and trust me, I'm gonna weather the storm. I'm gonna hold fast. I'm gonna batten down the hatches. I'm gonna tighten the mizzen. They don't win, I do. So that sounds verbose or braggadocious. I'm not trying to be, because trust me, I am a humble person. I'm a sinner like everybody else. And, there is no condemnation, right? So we're gonna do this, and I just want my kids to try to understand a little bit. I know they're upset. It affects them a lot greatly, because y'all know Joe's living with me this past year and a half since he got diagnosed with cancer. He told everybody his last scan was good, better, not good. Of course, there's never such thing as good, but it was better. Uh, and he's gotten a lot stronger, and he and his children, after going through a divorce, they've been talking about getting a place of their own. So he's already there. It's an easy fix. He can just take the lease and stay at my rate, which is grandfathered in, and save $375 a month. And My daughter, she lived with me the last, well, I guess it's been 2 years now. She pretty much moved out, but then she was there with me for four before that. And she's such a good, hardworking young lady. And her light shines so bright, folks. But you know what? She can be stressed out, and things can get to her too. And for her to, even have words with me is very rare. And I always see it for what it is. Uh, you know, it's love, but it's also like every child has resentments. Every parent has resentments. The resentments are the hardest part of the world thing to live about. I mean, living with guilt. I'm trying to learn to take this guilt off. I don't want to go out like my mother, but I mean, when she died from cancer, but she was riddled with guilt about her choices and decisions she made in life. And dude, I mean, I'm tired of that. I almost took off and went to Key West 9 days ago, and divine intervention kept me from going, but because my wife didn't want to get on that bus with me, and I wasn't going to leave her. There's nothing going to put us asunder. Let what God put together, let no man or woman put us under, and it never happened. You can't divide and conquer. There's no divide within. There's no separate. Ronnie and I are like, okay, the Earth universe is made up of 27% dark matter. That's what holds it all together. So it just doesn't sling out into nowhere, right? At least that's what they say, right? I think we're in a firmament. But by the way, anyway, Ronnie is that 27% dark matter in my life. She keeps me from just spinning out and running out in the world and gone. Uh, my mind, that is, and my body, it does what it does. It's a product of usage and everything else. But I'm ranting now. I want to keep this under 10 minutes. But folks, we're gonna move. We're gonna move to out in the country here around Sumter somewhere. We'll still be close enough to see the grandchildren and come over and spend the night. We just want to be grandparents. The same town grandparents are fine. That's more baseball games, more dance recitals, whatever. That's just more of us. What did Jimmy Buffett say? The joy is enough, right? So whatever brings me joy with those grandchildren, however much time that is, that's enough. The joy is enough. I just was never well set for weather, man. I mean, I take my boat out on a moment's notice, right? I didn't even read the charts or look at the wind. I just point my bow into the spit. Anyway, I want my kids to understand it. In no way did I want this to be hard. We were watching the kids every day after school. They both commute back and forth an hour. Her and her husband commute back and forth an hour to work. They moved out 2 years. She moved out 2 years ago. So we've been doing it for 2 years, and then we're having Joe there with his two kids. It's like four kids in the afternoon, and we're slowing down, folks. My nerves can't take it. And it's not that I can't take my children, I can't take my grandchildren. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm basically a Key Westerner, a conch. You want to call me? I wasn't born there or nothing. I consider myself a semi-native from Florida, but I just want to be on that island time, man. And with me and Ronnie together, we'll fight this disability thing with her disability. We scrimp and scrape. I drive a car that's a 1997, but you know what? Don't mean nothing to me. The Lord was blessed. My mother's last thing she helped me get with her, well, after she passed, it was the first thing I bought with some of the money. So now I'm going to give it to my son. I'm going to leave. I'm going to be out in the country. Carl, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. I will endeavor to persevere. So say a prayer for me, folks. It's unusual for me to open up like this, especially I don't do it publicly. I do make videos. You'll see my channel out there, Mangroves and Mangoes. But I just want to know everybody I love them, my family I love them, everybody in this world I love them. It's one love, and the love you get is equal to the love